Benjamin Franklin said, "If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail." In a few weeks, we will be right into the year 2021. You may probably still be overwhelmed with 2020, and 2021 seems a lifetime away. 2020 has certainly been tough for everyone. Yes, we have had to transition, we have had to overcome challenges, and we have had to have a mindset shifting take place in our lives during 2020. However, I am sure that we are all ready to put 2020 behind us with high hopes for the year 2021. Thank you for joining me on this platform. I'm Sandra Gopal. Today's podcast is entitled The Power of Planning. If you haven't done any planning for 2021, it is not too late. If you want to be a successful leader, then you will not fail to plan. It may seem daunting to tackle ahead for 2021 due to so much uncertainty surrounding us, but do not postpone your planning. Do not postpone setting goals for your life in 2021. You need to plan your personal life, your business, and so many other aspects of your life. So if you are aiming for a journey towards a specific destination, then go ahead and dream big, plan ahead, and get started. Nobody really cares about your success more than you do yourself. So planning is about shaping the future. It is about pursuing your goals. It is about setting objectives and trying to achieve them. Planning is so essential both in your personal and your professional life. It allows for a more efficient use of time and other resources. Planning is preparing a sequence of actionable steps to achieve a goal. Leaders know and understand the value and importance of planning. A plan in place reminds us of our goals and where we are heading. It provides a mental navigation system to a destination. Lack of planning only ends in failure. Many people shy away from planning because they believe it entails work, hard work, or it consumes their time. In reality, planning is not hard work. It is not time consuming. It is a simple process. It is about finding out where you are in the present, where you are heading to, and what course of action will get you to your destination. So where do you begin? Begin with your current situation. Begin with the present. Identify the present and then determine where you would like to be in the future. This enables you to understand what the future will look like. You have to make the future interesting. You can do that by being creative. Write down your goals and dreams for the future. Ensure that your goals are measurable and clear. Make a list of what actions you will need to take in order for you to make that dream come alive. By listing deadline dates and times, you will have something to look forward to. It motivates you to make those dreams come alive. Some people believe that planning is boring and that it is more exciting to do things on the spur of the moment or work things as life progresses. There is always the temptation to just work things out as they go. But planning actually helps you to set expectations. It helps you identify challenges and find solutions. You know when you're in trouble or not. Someone said, without a plan, you will simply be flying blind. So personal goals help us to map out our future. A detailed plan is like a map that navigates your life so that you won't be lost like a ship floating on the ocean. So challenge yourself, set priorities, write them down, be disciplined. Planning is the key factor contributing to a life of success. Successful people have short-term goals and they have long-term goals. They plan, and plan. They plan their days, they plan their months and years in order to be highly productive and see their dreams come alive. Things won't always go the way you plan it. Life is filled with interruptions and distractions. Never allow that to stand in your way. My life is continually filled with unnecessary distractions. I have had to learn to give it a limited amount of time and then refocus in order to keep moving forward. People, things, circumstances will always be there. It is how you overcome it or them in order to stay in alignment with your plans, your goals, and your dreams. Some people live a routine life. They get up every morning, they go to work, then they go home, go to bed, and the next day, it's the same routine for years to come. You will find people in organizations that remain in the same job for years to come. They are proud of their many years of service, but have nothing to show for it. They simply become senior executive baggage. They have no aspirations and no motivation in life. Others, on the other hand, wait for someone to keep pushing them to dream or to have goals, or else they just remain in comfort zone, passing each day with nothing or little to do. Leonardo da Vinci said, "People of accomplishment rarely sat back and let things happen to them. They went out and happened to things." You see, highly successful people don't wait and hope for desired results. Nothing is by accident to them. It's the direct result of their preparation, their planning, and aligning their time and energy with their goals and ambitions. So stop. Yes, stop and take a look at your life. Are you where you should be? Are you doing what you should have been doing? Have your dreams died along the way? It's never too late to refocus. Today can be your defining moment. Begin with spending more time thinking about this big picture of your goals and dreams. Make key decisions. Do it deliberately and do it strategically. Think like Abraham Lincoln, who said, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe." What he meant was we need to spend more hours in preparation. What are the things you need to accomplish? So look at what tree you are about to chop down. You may have dreamt of writing a book, writing a song, building a house, or even starting a new business. No matter what it is or how big it seems, your dream of writing a book, writing a song can get done effortlessly. You have to spend time sharpening the axe. Think about the axe. The axe is our brain. Think about how you're going to get your dream into action. You cannot just wake up one morning and say, "I'm going to action my dream." Dreams require planning and preparation. One of the major differences between highly successful people and average performers is planning. Average performers make those decisions in a reactive mode, while successful people plan thoroughly and reap the rewards down the road. Their detailed planning gives them clarity on what they should be working on at any given time. They produce at high levels because they separate the planning and creation process. They don't plan when they feel like it. Stephen Covey said, "Most of us spend too much time on what is urgent and not enough time on what is important." In his book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, he lays out a quadrant with the following categories. Number 1, urgent and important. Number 2, not urgent and important. Number 3, urgent and not important. And number 4, not urgent and not important. I encourage you to get the book and read it. It will certainly change your thinking. The quadrant where you spend the majority of your time determines your life's destiny. He says that the average performers live in the urgent quadrants. They are constantly putting out fires. On the other hand, highly successful people focus on activities that are important and not urgent. These activities don't bring instant results. However, they produce massive long-term results. Great leaders have the ability to look ahead. They are able to anticipate what is ahead so that they not only survive but thrive. Having foresight gives you the edge or the upper hand. J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, planned for 7 years before writing chapter 1. It is one of the most read books of all time. How different would it have been had she started the book without any intention or planning beyond the first book? She began her first book with the ending in mind, far beyond book 1. Rowling was able to direct and position the first book much differently. The first book, although amazing in itself, was a means to an end, clearly leading the reader to the next book. Not only that, but by having a long-term objective, she was able to create a much bigger story. She was able to foreshadow things the reader wouldn't learn about for sometimes several years. But she planted those seeds early and thoughtfully, and as a result, each book was a continuation of the next, rather than several disconnected and random stories. What would happen if you hired a professional to build your house and it turns out that they don't require plans or designs? How would the house turn out? When you build a house, it is essential to have a plan. You follow the plan and follow building rules and principles, so you are never surprised by the outcome. You don't expect a leaning Tower of Pisa structure. You don't expect a crooked roof or walls. You know exactly where the living room and the bathrooms would be. You already had a mental picture of what you had wanted. So when someone says just go with the flow, don't go with the flow. You will end up with the Leaning Tower of Pisa. People who go with the flow do not like structures and systems. They do not like planning. It might work for them, but are you willing to take that risk? See, you are responsible for you. You are responsible for what happens to you. You are responsible for what happens to you in 2021. You are responsible for your own future. Jim Rohn said, "Let others lead small lives, but not you. Let others argue over small things, but not you. Let others cry over small hurts, but not you. Let others leave their future in someone else's hands, but not you." You must believe that you are in control of what happens to you. You must believe that you have the ability to make things happen. You must believe that you are responsible for the choices you make. You must have hope that you will seek what will come about. So what will your life be like in 2021? Start your planning. Develop a clear picture of your current situation. Many people don't get to where they want to go because they have no idea where they are starting from. If you're not completely honest with yourself in this step, the rest of the process is likely doomed to fail. Be specific of your understanding and vision of your desired outcome. Then the real work begins. Start to develop your short, your medium, and your long-term goals. Your goals must be measurable, they must be realistic and timed. Work on the actions that you need to take. Take a closer look at some of the sacrifices you will need to make. Don't confuse busyness with being productive. Make a commitment towards your plan. If you are not, then it cannot be successful. Focus on implementing that plan and get the process in action. Launch the plan. It's like putting air under wings and then see what happens. It will certainly take off. Follow up and revisit your plans continuously. If you went off track, get back on track. As I said earlier, things happen, people happen, life happens, but never let it be a permanent distraction. Surround yourself with people that are positive. people that want to see your plan put into action, people who want to see you succeed and reach your goals and your dreams. Never allow hiccups and distractions to derail your future. Pick up from where you left off. Readjust, refocus, relaunch, and just keep moving forward. That, my dear friends, is the power of planning. So committing to a plan can only bring you success. It helps you see clearly what you want to achieve, and it helps guide you to getting there. Stress and anxiety cannot overtake you. It is a motivational tool. It pushes you to take action. Procrastination will not be a part of your life. Planning promotes a positive attitude. It enables you to remain focused and to keep moving forward. It enables you to review your progress and to help you see where you are at in terms of your goals. You are able to make adjustments along the way. So surround yourself with successful people and use them as your mentors and your guide. Spending time planning can seem difficult, especially when you are busy. However, making time to plan can only help you to focus on what is important to you, to know what you need to do, and help you to achieve your goals. If you want to succeed, then planning is key. So in closing, I want to encourage you to simply start immediately. Challenge yourself with new goals, challenge yourself with new dreams, and plan for 2021. Push yourself out of your comfort zone. Try new things and enrich your mind and change your world. Don't be fearful of making mistakes. Life is about making mistakes, but moving forward. It is what we learn from mistakes that keeps us moving forward and keeps us determined to reach the destiny we want. As we get ready to leave behind 2020, let's translate the challenges into positive experiences. Think of Benjamin Franklin's quote and plan to look forward to 2021 as your year, a year to be filled with greatness and success. I end with David Copperfield saying, "My dreams are my dress rehearsal for my future."